I saw it as clear as day. I saw us at war. It had never occurred to me before that very moment, but right then I knew. We were going to war. We're warriors with weapons and ideals and things to fight for, things worth dying for. It's who we are. It's our defining characteristic. We fight. The Avengers avenge, X-Men defend, the Fantastic Four explore. But we all fight. At first, I thought we'd be fighting a war against evil, but that's just that holier-than-thou attitude that we're always the good guys and all we fight is bad guys. But in a war, there are no good guys and there are no bad guys. There are opposing forces. A war was coming. I saw us fighting each other. I saw the war. I knew it would happen. I've told you, this is what I do. I'm an inventor. I envision. I can envision the future. I can see what the world will look like, and I can see what the world will need to make that future worth living for. I see what we will need, and I invent the thing that will help us get there. That's how I invented my armor. That's how the Avengers were born. That's how every idea I've ever had in the world has come to be. I invent a solution. I knew there would be a war of heroes. I knew it. So what's the solution to that? I didn't know what the war was going to be about or when it was coming, but I knew. I'd know when I saw it. I tried to get everyone gathered to make a place where we could all govern each other. I tried to stop this war before it even got started, before I even knew it was coming. But I couldn't do it. All I got back was compromise and half-trust. And I knew my fears were real, even though no one would believe me. I know how it sounds. I knew confessing it to anyone, including you, would be met with a friendly laugh and just condescension. So I kept it to myself. So I went about my life. For years I waited for the first sign. But nothing, just our usual crazy. Then I started to see a shift, not in us as heroes or Avengers, but in the way people reacted to us. They started taking us for granted. They started seeing us as familiar. They started relying on us to help them instead of hoping we would. They didn't know they were doing it, but they were taking it all for granted and with familiarity, contempt. This is and always will be a society that builds people up to tear them down. Nothing new there, and all of that is fine and good, but for all my predicting the future and knowing and feeling the mood in the air, I didn't see this coming.